For my electronic artifact, I've chosen to create a website to demonstrate the postmodern beliefs in the film Memento. This website can be found at postmodernisminmemento.weebly.com. On the home screen of this site, I first give the definition of the term memento. It is an object or item that serves to remind one of a person, past event, etc., a keepsake, a souvenir. Mementos prove to be very important to the main character Leonard throughout the film because he does not have memories to fall back on. Beneath is my thesis statement, which will be proven in the pages throughout this website. In Memento, Leonard struggles with what to believe, having no memories to rely on and no ability to recall his past. This film depicts the postmodern views on distorted truth and subjective reality. Leonard's thoughts and reality are skewed by his surroundings, interactions with others, and personal experiences. These postmodern connections to Memento are made evident by Nolan's clever cinematic techniques and unique directing approach. The first page is on cinematography. The first category is on the audience. With the way this film is directed, all of the scenes are mixed up and non-sequential. This makes the audience feel much like Leonard, very disoriented and having difficulty recalling the past as well as predicting the future. In reference to an article by Peach, this film constructs its story from the end of the narrative, which is reconstructed in a series of sequences. In this way, a narrated story does not develop, but instead a recollection of the story. Beneath is filming techniques. To keep the audience somewhat aware, Nolan uses techniques such as black and white scenes versus colored scenes, as well as keeping some in time sequence and others backtracking. Also, by overlapping certain scenes, the storyline can be better remembered and interpreted. This helps the audience to comprehend the progression of the film. Beneath is about nested medium. Obviously, this is a film, but within the film, there are also other mediums such as photographs and writing and the tattoos on Leonard's body. Beyond that, the audience can also hear Leonard's thoughts to better portray his emotions. This keeps the audience engaged as well as keeping Leonard focused throughout the film. The next page is on postmodern connections to the film. The top yellow quote is directly from Leonard. It says, "I have to believe in a world outside my own mind." Not only is this an extremely postmodern concept, but it is also important to the theme of the film. Beneath is a quote from Tertullian. The first reaction to truth is hatred. This is obvious with the way Leonard reacts to the truth when Teddy tells him about all of the people he has killed in his quest to get revenge for his wife's death. This, however, leads us to question what really is the truth. How reliable is Teddy, and how can we be sure that he's accurately telling Leonard what happened? There's so many realities that possibly coincide with thinking this way that it's very difficult for the audience to understand how Leonard will react or what will carry on after the film has ended. I've included the final scene of Memento in order to demonstrate the true horror that Leonard faces when hearing the truth of his actions. Beneath is a section on identity crisis. The entirety of Leonard's purpose in the film is to solve the puzzle of his wife's murder. He lets this idea engulf him and does not realize until the final scene that his whole persona is wrapped up in this murder mystery. He's basically lost himself and spends all of his time on his murder search. He focuses all of this time and energy and has no way to stop himself, and this overpowering belief for revenge becomes all that he is. Finally is a section on self-deception. The postmodern idea of self-deception is most notable in Memento due to the association that Leonard has with Sammy Jenkins. It's a way for him to cope with his condition. Is he really physically capable of creating new memories, or is he just convincing himself that he isn't, to forget what he has done? Leonard literally states, "We all lie to ourselves to be happy." Beyond just the film, this is a very common theme in postmodern thinking. Is there a difference between fact and opinion, and is truth subjective? To better understand this, you may want to look into Lyotard's explanation of the postmodern condition. It's very relatable to the film and Leonard's struggle. The next section is on extra resources for the film. There's a Facebook group available for other Memento fans. Obviously, there are many interpretations for this film, so connecting with other fans of the movie may help you better understand certain events that took place, as well as changing your thinking pattern for the film. Also included is the first of 12 sections of the movie done in order of events. Though it's not as interesting due to the lack of distortion the audience feels while watching the original, this may help create more of a truth from the events that take place. The next category is interactive and comments. My contact information is listed right here. You can tweet me at Caitlin F. Young if you have any questions or comments. I've also included a game which I found interesting to the understanding of the film. It's a memory game, so if you start to feel lost, you may understand how Leonard feels on a daily basis. There's also a survey about your opinions of Memento. It includes psychological questions about how the film may end and what your opinions of the truth of the film are, as well as your opinions of certain characters. You can also leave anonymous commentary here. This section is for collaboration. I found many other students with similar theses to mine. It seems that postmodern truth and belief is very popular for this category, particularly in Memento, as it is a very strongly thematic postmodern film. This is an area where I've discussed my thoughts and ideas with other students, and we've listed comments and blogged on each other's sites. Finally is a works cited page. This includes all of the other websites I've used as well as scholar references, which have been very helpful in understanding the truth and cinematography of the film Memento.